All right, welcome to the Janet Marie virtual party for the 5A formula to reclaim your life. And I'm your master of ceremonies for this evening, Jonathan Coleman, aka some guy named Jay. And we also have JT with us from Big Woo Radio. How you doing, JT?
Doing well, man. I guess it'd be better if I pull this video up. Blessed to be in the building tonight, though. Always a pleasure, and especially for this special occasion, man. Janet Marie's release, the party itself. Honored to be your tag team partner tonight, man, for real.
Oh yes, definitely. This is a spectacular event that everyone's about to witness. Her book is released right now. It's on Amazon.com. You all go get that. For all the people that are streaming, definitely search it. Janet Marie, the 5A formula to reclaim your life. And it's not just another self-help book. And the women that we have on tonight, they've read the book and they'll tell you how it helped them reclaim their life. So, we'll be bringing them on individually, and we'll also hear a word from Janet Marie's husband, Mr. David himself. He'll speak as well. And we also have the woman of the hour on here tonight too, Janet Marie. Well, while she's letting people in, we want to talk about the book. Well, we're going to warm it back up. Just grab the mic. Let's see. Let's move on. Miss Karen Vance. I know she's on right now.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
Yeah. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm Karen. I'm from New Jersey, and I was fortunate enough to be able to read Janet's book. I guess one thing that I just want to share with you today is that reading her book, I learned that, when you want a change in your life, you're going to have to start within, and doing a really deep dive search is important because it really gets you to open up and understand things about yourself, why you do things that you do. It can also take you to finding out about your parents, because your parents have a lot to do with how you were brought up and how you react to things and why things happen the way that they do. So it allows you to do a very deep soul search. All I ask is that when I was reading the book, it does open you up to learning things about yourself that you may not like about yourself. And that's okay, because you're taking the step to bettering yourself. So don't be discouraged when you find out things about yourself. Another thing that I was able to take back, and it's just maybe some advice, peeling back the layers of your soul can introduce you to someone you've been wanting to meet your whole life. So doing a deep search is so good for the soul, because you really do find out and understand why you do things the way that you do. I also was able to have sessions with Janet over the past 3 years. She's helped me a lot to uncover a lot about myself. And one thing she always says is you have to do the work in order to get the results. If you don't do the work, you will not get results. When you do the work, you will see the change. You will have constant breakthroughs that will change your life, and it will just go from one breakthrough to another breakthrough to another breakthrough, and you will be in awe of the things that you learn about yourself. It's a great book.
Oh yes, and I'm glad you that's a great testimonial. So just off this alone, you all need to get the book. For all y'all that are streaming, again, it's on Amazon.com, the 5A formula to reclaim your life. And I also like what you said about some of the times we do the things we do because of the way we're brought up. It's kind of like we're brought in our own little matrix. And sometimes you have to break out of that matrix. You got to break free. I know everybody's parents mean well. They want the best for them. I guess some parents do, but they want the best for their child. But sometimes, they're human too. They don't always know what's best for the individual. You know what's better for you when as you get older, as you become an adult, and you start seeing the world different. The world was different from when they were growing up and when you're coming up. So, what you said, you got to get rid of those blockages and those those mental chains that have been passed down to us,
Absolutely. And she allows that. She went with these deep soul searches, you uncover so many things about yourself, like, oh my God, like that's why I do the things the way that I do them. So it's the book is so good. Her coaching is excellent. It just really opened up a whole world for me. And like I said, once you have that first breakthrough, it will trigger other breakthroughs and you'll just be in awe of yourself.
Oh yes, definitely. Thank you for that testimonial, and I'm glad that the book helped you. And you're not just saying just stuff to just be saying it. You
No,
feel it,
not
you
at
hit it.
all. Look,
Yes,
we are all open for betterness, and you have to make the first step. That's the first step.
Exactly. Oh yes, and I also want to give a shout out to Nicole Williams. I don't know if she's on right now, but Nicole Williams says she's going to order the book tomorrow. So yes, she's a testimonial. She's loving it, and so yeah, let's make some sales tonight. We got to get the word out. We got to change. We got to uplift our people. We got to help our people grow and get better. So yeah, just encourage everybody to go out and get the book. Again, for everybody that's streaming, that's coming on for the first time, it's called The 5A Formula to Reclaim Your Life, and it's on Amazon, and it's by Janet Marie Hefney. So yeah, let's bring on some more speakers so they can, share their testimonials. And Karen, we'll also talk to you again too, if you want to speak again on the mic.
Okay.
Oh yes. Definitely. So let's see who we have next. Just bear with me, you all. It's live. I don't know if everybody's mic is. If your mic's unmuted, how you feeling today? Just anybody. Just how you feeling tonight?
Great. Glad to be on with Janet.
Yes.
One game. And
Anyone else want to speak? Want to say?
Feeling great today. Congratulations, Janet.
Good.
Yeah. How you doing? I'm just Nicole. I am doing great today.
Nicole.
Yes. I'm under Lady Laureate. So I just came out to support Miss Janet. I met her at one of your events, Jonathan, and I was amazed by her when she came up told us her testimony. So that's why I'm on here tonight, to support her and congratulate her.
Definitely. I'm glad you all met. I'm glad both of y'all came out to the event that I had. And yeah, we'll have some more great events for everyone to meet each other and just share the love and network.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to pass the mic to Miss Monique Hall, if you're ready to go and share your testimonial.
Hello, everyone. I am so happy that I read Janet's book, The 5A Formula to Reclaim Your Life. One thing I realized is my son died in 2012, and I was really struggling just mentally. And when I read this book, I had that aha moment when I realized you have to acknowledge something before you can accept it. I was trying to accept it without acknowledging it. So that was my aha moment with the book, and just her coaching really helped me to overcome a lot of things that I was feeling about the death, the guilt that I had as a mother. It was just a lot of stuff I was going through. And so I was able to work through that with her coaching. And she really is a great coach, and it helped me come out better. And I'm so happy that I did the work with her, because at times it was very difficult, a lot of tears. And now I'm definitely in a better place mentally. So I'm so happy that I read this book.
Oh yes, definitely. Thank you for sharing that. And sorry to hear about your loss. But I'm glad to hear that the book and the coaching really helped you to move forward. And I know you're always going to mourn and grieve the loss of your son. But this helps you to keep it, stay strong and move forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I am not a public speaker. So the fact that I'm here should just be a testament to anybody who knows me that I
Yes.
really do not do public speaking.
Yes.
That how much it really helped.
Oh yes, oh yes. So for all y'all streaming, that should tell you something right there. A woman that's letting you know, hey, I don't get on the mic like that, but I'm gonna get on the mic for Janet Marie and let y'all know. So yes, Janet Marie has touched so many people. You know, is an honor, you know, working with her and meeting her and you know, it's just she continues to be a blessing, you know, and for all you streaming, she could be a blessing to you all too. So definitely get the book. Again, it's on Amazon.com right now. The 5A Formula to Reclaim Your Life by Janet Marie. Definitely get it. It's on Amazon. And for all of you that already have the book, if you haven't, I know you're giving your testimonials tonight, but certainly get on Amazon and give it a star review. You know, 5 stars, nothing lower than 4.5. You know, or they let you do half. So if you think you can't say anything lower than a 4.5, don't even speak. But I know you all have great things to say. That's why you're here tonight. You know. So actually, before we go to the next speaker, I want to pass the mic to JT. You know, because you've known Janet Marie for many, many years, and I know you have so many wonderful things to say about her. So I'm gonna let you have the floor and share your experiences.
And it's an honor, first of all, to be on the panel and co-hosting tonight, as well as to know Janet. I mean, I can say that she watched over me, took care of me as I came up. And so to see her ascend and come and writing her first book and understanding that she's pouring back into the atmosphere what she's learned from all of her experiences and her testimonies and things of that nature. Now, you know, the people that have read the book, you already know how touching and how I can, you know, do something to you. Those that have not got the book yet, you in for a real treat, a real life-changing experience, a game changer is what we call it. Janet Marie has poured in her soul and her spirit into this book. And when she gives you the 5A formula, man, this right here, if you apply it, you read it, and you digest it and process it for what it is, you'll notice the changes. You'll notice some things about yourself. You'll know that you had a real experience, and you can apply each A and pull something out of your life as an experience, and even apply it to the current part of what's going on. A lot of people don't know. Let me backtrack for a minute. Janet Marie was my first and only babysitter. So she nurtured me at a young age. And so to be able to see her in this position, you know, as an author and becoming best-selling author, and she's gonna make history, and now she's created this legacy. There's nothing like it. I just want to tell you, I'm super, super proud of you, and I love you. And anything that I can do to help in this process, besides ordering the book, besides reading the book, besides spreading it out there and telling people to go get it, that's just a token of the appreciation I have for all your hard work and dedication, and all your sweat, tears, and times it what you poured in the backstory on this. You know, the audience won't know, but I can tell you she put a lot into this. There were a lot of conversations, a lot of soul searching, a lot of meditation, a lot of praying. So when you read this book, you have a piece of her in your hands, and you want to get a dose of what God placed upon her heart. And now she places it out in the atmosphere. It's live. When I tell you to go tell somebody, go tell a friend. I tell you to go tell a family, go tell the masses. They need to go get this book. It's a life-changing experience that you get out of this. And you know, that's pretty much it for me, because I'm, you know, I love what Ms. Monique said, Ms. Karen said. Those words are heartfelt. This is what we're talking about, uplifting each other. You know what I'm saying? When people are doing things and they're doing great, we gotta unify like we're doing tonight and give that person their flowers, because you know, let's do it while they can hear it, while they can see it, while they can smell it. This is what tonight is all about. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm here with the salute. I'm here giving love, and I'm just loving and overjoyed with all the love that I see and I'm hearing so far tonight. This is what it's all about. Janet Marie, definitely have it. If I could give 20 stars, I'd give it, because I already know what it is. Well, appreciate all your hard work and dedication. So kick it back to my man, some guy named Jay.
Definitely. Well said, JT. Everything you said was wonderful, you know, and also about spreading the love and sharing everything out. For everybody that's here tonight at the party, let's invite some more people to the party. You know, if you're on social media right now or on your Instagram or in your text, just share the link out, share the number out, say, hey, y'all need to get on this, you know, spam them up, say, hey, this is a beautiful moment. We have a church up in here. You know, everybody's feeling good. Just, you know, let's make some other people feel good as well. So share the link on. If you have the flyer, just pop the flyer in somebody's inbox or anybody's messenger, boop, boop, come on and join us. You know, it's a celebration. I know some of y'all, before we officially got on, saw me eating a little bit of popcorn. But I want to say, you know, I hate to be on the Zoom eating, but it's a celebration. You know, we at a celebration, you know, at a cookout, whatever, you're eating and having a good time. So so that's what we're doing tonight. You know, we're having a good time, you know, so hey, feel free, you know, relax, unwind, and let's just keep the love circulating, you know, and speaking of keeping things circulating, let's keep the economy circulating too by going and getting the book if you haven't gotten it already. If you're streaming and you're like, oh, this sounds really good, I need this information, go to Amazon.com and get the 5A Formula to Reclaim Your Life from Janet Marie. You know, it's definitely a game changer, definitely a life changer. And you hear the testimonials from the people who've read the book so far. So, you know, when you guys read it, you have your own testimonials to share, because Janet Marie, she's a trailblazer, you know, not just in the business world, but just in people's lives, you know, and the people who showed up tonight saying that, you know, saying all these great things, all this high praise to Janet Marie, that should let you know something right there, you know. Nobody wants to eat at an empty restaurant, and the house is full tonight. So that should let you know business is good. Janet Marie is doing a great job. You know, saying she's doing a great job is an understatement. You know, because she's doing. There's no words that can encompass all of what she's doing and all of who she is. You know, and I commend all the speakers for finding words to, you know, describe her and describe her work. And we also want to bring on Mr. Hefney, Mr. David, her husband. You know, and of course he has so many, you know, he has so many great things to say, of all people. So if his mic's unmuted, the floor is yours.
Hi, my name is David Hefney. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How are you?
Great.
Doing well.
Hi, David.
Hey. I have so much to say, but it probably would take up all night. So I don't want to take up the whole night. But first of all, I'd like to say congratulations to my wife, Janet, for all the hard work and sweat she did to write this book, up all night, no sleep. But she wanted to make it right. And she wanted to get the message out to everyone. She's a very caring person, and the message she was delivering is for not only for adults, but for kids. If you read this book, it will help you. It'll help your relationship with your kids, other family members. So don't just read the book just for yourself, spread it to your children also. It made my life a lot better. I've had session with Janet without knowing I was having session with Janet till later on. And so she tell me, but it was all good. It helped me tremendously, helped me with some childhood issues I might've had years ago and don't care all these years. But I took a deep dive with And that's the favorite part of this book, the deep dive. It's like a cleanser. It's so powerful. You can realize things about yourself, things you never would discuss about yourself because you didn't want to accept it. That's who you were. But it helped you get yourself together, helped you accept who you are, helped you to accept the people that have been in your life in the past. So it's a powerful book. And like I said, don't go buy it because I'm saying it because this is my wife. Buy it because it will help you. It will help your family. And once again, I would like to say I'm so proud of her. And I love this book. And I love her for putting it out there. So I'm not going to take any more time up from her. It's her night. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hefney. There we go. Yes, yes. All right. Now, before we move forward, we're going to take a quick little, well, not a break, but we're going to let JT play another song for us so we can kind of get into another move so we can shift gears a little bit. And then when we return, we'll hear from Miss Janet Marie herself and some more speakers as well. So in the meantime, while you guys are getting up and getting your own popcorn or getting you something to drink or whatever you have, whatever you're going to do, make sure you share out that link, share out that flyer. Let's get some more people in here, or share out the link if you see it live on Facebook. Share out the link, share it in the Facebook groups, on Instagram, whatever social media tool you use. Let's get it out. Let's spread the word. The 5A Formula to Reclaim Your Life by Janet Marie. Available on Amazon.com tonight, today, now. All right, JT, play us a little something. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Again, this is the virtual party for the 5A Formula to Reclaim Your Life, written by Janet Marie. We're having a celebration. So definitely have your drinks and popcorn, your sandwiches, whatever. Yes, let's toast. Yes, yes. Thank you all for getting your snacks. I didn't want to be the only one. Like I said, it's a celebration. We're having a good time tonight. And definitely thank you all for being here. Now, we heard from the main speakers, but anyone else that has read the book that are here right now, if you ordered it already and you read it, or if you haven't and you just want to say some great things about Janet Marie, you're welcome to jump on right quick. And, I think you can raise your hand. I don't know how to, hold up. Well, actually, you know what? Just unmute your mic and just go for it. Let's not talk over each other. So if you hear somebody going before you, just kind of wait your turn. All right, there we go. Floor is open.
Oh, hi, I'm Janet's friend. I'm Kim. I'm from New Jersey. I haven't read the book, but I'm definitely planning on making that purchase. I've been friends with Janet forever, and she's always given great advice to me, just, phone calls back and forth. So I definitely know this book is a hit. So I will definitely support. And congratulations, Janet. I am super proud of you.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. And,
You're welcome.
oh, yeah. And here's another. Oh, go ahead.
Where is Janet? I don't see her. Is she on camera?
Janet.
I don't see you, Janet.
I think Janet's making a great entrance.
Yeah.
Later on in the
I
show.
think so.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. I'm Rhonda Evans. I worked with Janet on the Raw and Uncut podcast, and I kind of helped her in a little way to, help formulate the structure initially of the book. So I read it in the different stages, and it was just amazing. I'm so happy and proud with her and on this journey, and I hope you all enjoy it as well. So congratulations, Janet. Amazing job.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Do we have anybody else? Well, I want to say Raw and Uncut is back. The Raw and Uncut podcast with Janet Marie. She has new interviews coming out soon. She recently interviewed your boy Live, who was a rapper from New York, and that's on the YouTube right now. You guys can stream that. Janet Marie has a great in-depth conversation with him. She's also interviewed Z Scott, the SEO queen. SEO stands for search engine optimization, and Z Scott is the queen of that. She can get you ranked on the first page of Google, and you know, not just Google, but all the search engines, DuckDuckGo, Bing, Microsoft, any of the search engines, Yahoo. I think that's still a thing you can search on. So yeah, so definitely get in touch with Z Scott, the SEO queen, who Janet Marie recently interviewed. That episode is coming out actually early next week. It's already recorded, but it's just coming. It's gonna, you know, come out next week. So definitely say. Oh, and also R&B singer Nakia, who she'll be interviewing soon. Nakia is a singer-songwriter, and she's also the niece of the legendary Charlie Wilson of the Gap Band. So so Janet Marie has a great we'll be having a great conversation with her very soon. So you guys stay tuned for new episodes. Follow the show on Instagram, Raw and Uncut with Janet Marie, and also the new YouTube page. Just search it. You know, use your Googles, all of that. Subscribe, like it, share it, do all of that. Yes, yes. Definitely. All right. You know who we're waiting on, right? Waiting on Janet. I know Janet's gonna make a grand entrance. She's gonna fly down, and sparks gonna come out. So yeah, she's preparing. So
Yo, Jay.
well, while we're waiting, yes, sir.
Now I was gonna say, man, I want to give a shout out to my man Brian Sims. I see you down here in the video box, man. He's a magician.
JT, you still there? Okay. Well, yeah, he's a magician. If you'd like to speak, you're welcome to unmute and shout yourself out as well. Am I muted, or is it? Hello?
No, my name is Brian Sims.
We shouting them out tonight. We giving them mad love, and all leads up to Janet Marie. And when she, she comes on tonight.
Oh yes. You can the gentleman that was speaking, you can unmute if you want to continue with the shout out.
Okay. I heard JT was giving me a shout out. My name is Brian Sims of Shots by Brian. I was the one that captured the picture for the front cover of Janet's book. And I just want to tell Janet, congratulations. I have not purchased the book yet, but my plan is to go on Amazon and purchase her book tonight.
Good. Yes. Thank
Love
you for
the
showing
picture.
up.
Picture was very nice.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Oh yes, true indeed. And how can people get in touch with you if they want to use your services?
Well, I'm right now I'm currently getting in the process of getting a website built. That's in the process. But right now you can reach me on Instagram. I got all my work on Instagram right now. Shots by Brian LLC on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook as Brian Sims, but I don't put a lot of work on Facebook. I put majority of my work right now currently on Instagram.
Good. Okay, we'll definitely be checking you out. JT, you're welcome to share the links on the other platforms as well, so we can check them out. And also follow me on Instagram as well, JAYFORNOW. So you guys could get in the know of other virtual events and physical events like this one. I host several different events, different podcasts, different platforms. I work with a lot of people in the community, other business owners as well. So if you want to get connected to other people, they may have something that you need. So definitely get connected with me, and I can get you connected with them. So so follow me on Instagram as well, JayFornow, and I'll follow back as well. You know, let's just keep the love going and keep the networking going. And you'll also see a lot more Janet Marie posts on my page as well. So so definitely you guys are welcome to share those out if you see them, if you follow me too. So
Hey, can you get
yeah,
it
let's
one
just
more
definitely keep
time?
it going. So, oh yes, that's JayFornow on Instagram. J for now. And I got to spell it out because you say J for now. Some people put the number 4 or put J, you know, all kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey
So
guys, another
definitely,
thing. Hey, sorry. Another thing that's great to do is if you buy the book and then you write a review, that even bumps up her her views and her stature in Amazon. So it's good to do as well if you're buying the book.
Yes, definitely do that. Definitely. You know, we need Janet Marie showing up on all the searches and everything. So definitely let's do that. Let's give the 5 stars. Let's give the good ratings, the reviews, all of that. You know, thank you for that tip, Miss Rhonda. Yes.
Yeah.
And for everybody that's coming in, that's streaming, you can get the book on Amazon.com. It's the 5A Formula to Reclaim Your Life by Janet Marie. So definitely get the book. We're also going to share some more stories too. Even if you don't have the book, but you've been connected to Janet Marie and you want to just talk and share your story, share your experience, you're welcome to do so. You know? So who's ever next, you just grab the mic. We just at a party. That's what it is tonight. Okay. Mr. Kyle Hall, you unmuted your mic. You speaking?
I can just add, I usually try to sit neutral with these, but I've known David and Janet for quite some time. Monique Hall, that's my sister. I met Janet through my 2 sisters, Kelly and Monique. And I gotta say, her energy has always been positive. Her energy has always been amazing. She is an amazing woman. I like to be in her space and absorb from her. I myself, I run a nonprofit, 20 years plus working with my nonprofit. And I also do HBCU college tours. And I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm talking right now in negotiation with Janet of doing a book tour with HBCUs. So we're going to definitely embrace some of the HBCUs and moving forward. Also get the Divine Nine in charge, involved in this as well. I'm going to bring her back to New Jersey. I live in New Jersey also now. I lived in New York, but now I'm also in New Jersey, back in New Jersey, so that she can visit a couple of the shelters that my business partner has. She runs women's shelters in East Orange, New Jersey, and one in Montclair, New Jersey. And I'd like to have Janet come and speak to these young ladies who are somewhat broken, again, to allow them the opportunity to hear her testimony, and her testimony could definitely help them during their storms, and hopefully help them put their lives back together with her testimony. So again, I wouldn't have missed this for the world. Janet, like I said, her and David, great individuals. When you see positive people like that, you definitely, it's contagious. You want to embrace it. You want to do whatever you can do to help move her journey and help her through her journey moving forward. So I'm here to help support both David and Janet.
Definitely, Mr. Kyle, thank you for joining us. Yes, definitely toast the wine glasses. Thank you, Miss Claudia, for the wine glass toast. Definitely thank you, Mr. Kyle. And also, if you have any information online, websites, anything you want to plug about the organizations, all the things you do in the community, you're welcome to do that now. Just, let everyone know, the
Yeah,
links.
I'm on both social media, Tribeca Sports and Tribeca House. Also, I'm working with the Sean Carter Foundation, that's Jay-Z. I've been working with them for 20 years now. So again, did some collaborations with the Sean Carter Foundation. We've done some amazing things in our community. Again, he doesn't like to acknowledge a lot of things that he do because he likes to be behind the scenes, but he's very, very giving individual, him and his wife. Toy drives, education, scholarships, you name it. He has helped our youth and the community thrive. And I've witnessed some situations where individuals didn't have money for application fees for college, and he stepped up and said 100 kids I'll pay 100 kids applications fees this year for college. So again, we're doing some amazing thing. I try to surround myself with people who are doing those positive things, again, in our community, because it's so important. It does take a village. So that's why, like I said, again, I'm going to beat this drum with Janet and David. They're two amazing individuals, and I love their energy. So anything I can do to help them moving forward, use all my resources to help her get that book out, get the word out and the knowledge of this book out to the world.
Definitely. Good. Thank you. Yes. Let's spread it. Let's spread it. Actually, you know what? I know I said spread out the Zoom link, but also spread out the Amazon link. Just take that Amazon link and just boom, hit people in inbox. Tonight you're Janet Marie street team. Just right. So in the internet is the street. Right. So
right. Absolutely.
Inbox.
Absolutely.
Yes.
They call
Mr.
it.
Kyle,
it's yard talk. We're talking yard talk. We're going to talk about everything on the yard. So again, yeah.
Yes.
I again, I applaud everyone for coming on and speaking to her vision. And that's all it takes, is someone who has a vision and has the ability and strength and courage, really, to move forward with those projects. A lot of folks sit on the sideline, but you got to be in the game, and take some bruises to see what it feels like to not just facilitate and to see it through start to finish. And I'm quite sure she's reached out. The young lady, Rhonda, said that she, took a hand in helping her. So again, yeah, everyone, again, who was a part of that, I applaud them, definitely.
Oh yes, definitely. I applaud everyone as well. Mr. Kyle, thank you for that. Welcome. Thank you to everybody. Oh yes, to everybody that's here. Thank you all for showing up. We definitely have to keep the love going. Yeah, it's just a lot of great things being said. It's just making me smile to hear it as well. And yeah, let's just keep it going. Like I said, take that Amazon link and just spam. Boop, 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 boop. Check the book out. Great book. Even if you don't have the book yet, you already know it's great.
Yeah,
so definitely.
And I gotta admit, I didn't get to read the book, have a chance to read the book yet. Definitely gonna order it tonight. I've just been so busy, but I'm definitely gonna take that time out, purchase the book, and and read it, so I can definitely be part of the conversation moving forward with everyone else.
Oh yes, true indeed. And for everybody that's streaming, definitely get the book as well. It's on Amazon. Again, the 5A Formula to Reclaim Your Life by Janet Marie. Get it. Oh yeah, and don't forget, for those that have already read it, even if you haven't read it yet, just give it 5 stars. Boom, you already know it's 5 stars. Just give it 5 stars and write a great review, great testimonial. Okay. I'm gonna pass the mic to JT.
Yeah, man, we flowing, man. A lot of love on the line tonight, and it's the perfect time to get into another track, something that I think goes along with what we're saying about the woman of the hour. And I'm just so moved by, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the things that I'm hearing online tonight. And, you know, when you talk about a true blessing, when you talk about the gifts of what a woman gives when they pour themselves into their work. And you talk about a labor of love. When I look at this book, when I look and think about the ingredients that is in here, it's giving you the blueprint how to reclaim your life. And I think this song right here is definitely something that I can say is dedicated to Janet. And as we get closer and closer to the woman of the hour appearing and speaking tonight, we're going to get into this track from my girl Angie Stone.
Thank you, JT, for playing that. You all are tuned in to the virtual party for the 5A Formula to Reclaim Your Life by Janet Marie. We're saying a lot of great things, giving a lot of high praise to Janet Marie for her big night tonight. The book was released on Amazon today, March 10th. And yeah, it's live, you know. So for anybody that don't have the book yet, run out and get it, order it, purchase it. It's well worth it. And also for everybody that's on tonight, if you can jump on Janet Marie's, because I'm assuming everybody here is following her on Facebook as well. Jump on Janet Marie's Facebook page and drop some testimonials and some high praise and some love on there as well on the Facebook wall. Just boom, just spam her wall up. You're doing, congratulations, we love it. Da da da. I'm gonna buy 3 copies. All that, just say whatever you need to say. Just do it on Janet Marie's wall, you know, actually tonight, you know, and let's just like it and love it, and let's just, you know, so everybody can see that, you know, we got to get that energy flowing. You know, we can't let the energy stop. Let's just let it keep moving. You know, definitely shout out to JT, who's on with us tonight. Thank you for being the DJ tonight. You know, and JT.
Honor, man.
Oh,
you
yes,
talking
it's an
about we
honor.
having a party tonight.
Yes, yes. Always an honor and a pleasure to share the mic with you as well. And JT, you have a lot of amazing things yourself. You know, you're welcome to plug, you know, any links, Big Woo Radio. Just, hey, plug away as well. Let the people know who you are and what you have.
I mean, I've had the pleasure of interviewing Janet Marie, you know, on Big Woo Radio, on the Florida Poetry Show. And, you know, like I said, I've known her all my life. So this is special, man. I can't even make it about me. This is her night. And, you know, it's a big deal. We talked about this moment right here for a long time. And now the book is live and it's out. And when I say go get it, if you haven't got it, I can't tell you enough that you blessing yourself, because it's a true blessing. I mean, the book contains the it. I said it earlier. It's the blueprint. We all have had challenges in our life. We've had things that go, you know, a certain way. Janet lays it out there for you, how to reclaim your life. No matter what the obstacles are, no matter what you go through in this life, you can reclaim the narrative. You can get your life back. She breaks it down in its purest form, in the 5 A's and reclaiming your life. And I'm proud of her. And I just want to tell you that there's an undying support here for this book. We're gonna push it to the moon and then and before. It's a successful, I can claim that best-selling, most successful author. You know, you're gonna add things to your title that you didn't even realize were upon your life. You are a true blessing. And what you poured into this project, you know, the world is about to see. And for those that have already had the opportunity to read it, you've already spoken upon how impactful it is, you know, upon your spirit. And so now it's about moving it on into the atmosphere, getting everybody else to go get that book, buy you multiple copies, because trust me, read this book, you're gonna get, you know, what you need and then some. And the key word is getting what you need. In this life, a lot of times we are pointing in a lot of different directions and trying to, you know, reclaim and get in a balance in our life. And life is not perfect. And with all the distractions and all the craziness out here in this life, you need this book in your life to help you have some kind of sanity, get to the realness of understanding that it's okay not to be okay, but that you can still control the narrative in reclaiming your life. Janet Marie has blessed us with the formula to do so. And now it's only right that we go out, get the book, support the movement, because she has done her due diligence. Now it's on us to move the needle and help get it out there to the masses. So go to Amazon, share the link, put it out there, all your pages, because I'm telling you, you won't go wrong. You can't go wrong pushing this to the next person and saying, hey, you might want to check this out. And Janet Marie has put out a one of a kind, what we call one of a million. She's put it out there. Go get that book. Support, support, support. Janet Marie and the 5 A's of Reclaiming Your Life.
Yes, definitely. Ooh, I appreciate everything you said. It needed to be said. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now we have to bring on Janet Marie. we gotta bring her to the stage. So we could share the love and we have some questions too about the book as well. So Janet Marie, I know we had some difficulties on the Zoom. So if you're not able to, definitely send me a text, Janet, to see what's going on or what needs to be done.
I'm here.
Yes. Yes, everybody.
Hello.
Unmute the mics and let's throw some cheers on it. Yes.
Can y'all see me here?
Hello.
Can y'all see me?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, yes.
Looking like a puppy video from a distance.
Hello, yes.
Oh my gosh, y'all making me feel so wonderful. Oh my gosh, like super wonderful. I'm so excited. I've heard I've been sitting here listening to everyone and hearing what all you all are saying, and it really warms my heart. I am so excited. Let me just do one thing here. I'm sorry, one thing. Can you all see me here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, good. Okay, good.
Yes, I can see you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. All the way from New Jersey. I have a New Jersey family. I kid you not. I moved to New Jersey when I was 19 years old. And all of my friends that I met in Jersey are still my friends today.
Yes.
I love you all so much.
We love you.
Love you too.
My Jersey family. And I see so many people on here that I'm just so appreciative that you're here. And I've heard all the wonderful things that you all have said. And I've shared so much. I heard, Karen, I heard you speak, and we've had our journeys. We have, and we still do. And I appreciate you reading the 5 A's. I appreciate you being a part of the 5 A's of, I had a vision.
Yes.
And my passion for just wanting to connect with people. And I just appreciate you and everything that you said, and just being a part of being able to help you in your life, and you helping me in my life too. And Monique,
yes,
you moving here to Charlotte has just been totally, we have really bonded. We have really bonded, and I really appreciate the relationship that we've had. And writing the 5 A's, and Monique was one of my editors, and writing the 5 A's, I felt like we were writing it together. I mean, although you were editing, it was our story. Karen, it was our story. And I realized that everybody that has read this book, with reading the book with them, It's their story too, and that's the beauty of it. It's not just my story. And Rhonda, I want to thank Rhonda. I'm thanking everybody, but Rhonda, I can remember when we met and I told you that I wanted to do a journal. I wanted to write a journal. We connected because we connected on, I went to a class because I was in the midst of making changes in my life. And I wanted to write a book. I wanted to do a journal, and I wanted to be a TV host. That's what I wanted to do. Everybody that knows me knows that's what I wanted to do. So I went to this class and I met Rhonda, and we connected. And I started sharing with Rhonda my feelings. And I said, well, I'm thinking about doing a journal. And the podcast came out of that, Raw and Uncut. I didn't know anything about a podcast, nothing about a podcast. And Rhonda was like, you should do a podcast. So she helped me with that journey. And I can remember November the 4th, 2019, Rhonda, David and I were in Charleston. And we were at a hotel in Charleston. And I called you and we sat on the phone for over 2 hours talking, coming up with the 5A formula. The 5A formula, that's how it began. And it continued to grow. And it just grew in so many different ways. And I just want to share with you, this is my book, the 5A formula to reclaim your life. And I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. At times, writing this book became so heavy, like you heard my husband said, you know, being up, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, writing this book. There were times when I had to step away because I didn't want to just give my readers anything. It's always been important to me to be able to share, to be able to help other people through my story, because I've always been a believer that your story, other people's stories help other people. I believe that to the core. Like, we think that we're all alone in our stories, and we're not. We all have, our stories are so similar, and we were trained as children before we were even born, because our parents were trained to become who they are. And we took on that same model of way of being. And then we were trained. And growing up as a young girl, and then becoming a teenager and a young adult, and into my adulthood, because you would think once you become an adult or a young adult that you have it together. Well, I didn't have it together. And I was constantly falling apart. And I kept hitting brick walls. I continuously kept hitting brick walls, and I didn't know what to do. I just didn't know what to do. And one day, I will never forget this moment, this vision stays with me whenever I'm feeling deflated, whenever I'm going through having my moments. And we know what that means when we say we're having our moment, we're in our moment. Whenever I have my moment, I reflect back to when I was 28 and a half years old. And that's how old I was when I had a breakdown. Like, it was like life, everything that I tried to do in my life, nothing would work out for me. Absolutely nothing. And that's how I felt, because I knew that I was not being my best. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I didn't know how to get there. I simply did not know how to get there. But I want to tell you that you all have helped me write this book in so many ways. Like, it's my story, but it's your story. I want to thank Melanie Jones. I want to thank Jackie Wilson. I want to thank Kim Johnson. I want to thank Joe Ranitzi. I want to thank Brian Sims, Brandon Hall, and my family. I want to thank my husband for his, just, I sit here and I heard him talk. And I heard him talk about how we've had sessions. We're always having sessions. And anyone that knows me, that knows that we're always having sessions. Even before I became a life coach, certified life coach, ADHD coach, real estate coach, I was always having sessions. It's just who I am. It's embedded in me. And I take pride in that. Finally, I take pride in that. Okay, finally, I take pride in that. But I want to say, the 5 A's formula to reclaim your life came to life because of my breakdown and my breakthrough. My breakthrough, like I said, one day I was just having such a hard time, and I knew that my life had to change, and I didn't know how to do it. And I remember this moment. I can remember it right now. I was so broken that I just dropped to my knees. I completely dropped to my knees, and I was sobbing so that I couldn't even see or think or anything. I felt like I was going to pass out. But that day, that very day, that moment of my life, it changed my life forever. It changed my life because in that moment, I decided in that moment that I was fed up. I was fed up with me. I was fed up with my life. I knew that I had to make a change. And I realized in that moment that it had nothing to do with anyone else, nobody else. It had everything to do with me and what I wanted for my life. And I realized in that moment, and let me tell you, I gave myself permission. And Kyle, I heard you say it takes courage. You are so right. It takes so much courage. I had to dig within me to find the courage. I had to be brave to find the courage, to dig deep inside in me, to find out what was blocking everything that I desired for my life. And it was a scary moment. It was the scariest moment of my life. But I was more terrified of going back to that life that I had been living for so long. I didn't want that for myself anymore. So I had this soft, gentle voice speak over me in a moment when I was in despair. And that voice was so kind and gentle to me. And it told me, Janet, you can do this. You can get everything that you want in your life, but you have to have the courage to take a deep dive into yourself. I did not understand what any of that meant. I promise you I didn't. I didn't understand what any of it meant, but I followed that voice because, again, I was afraid of how I had been living all my life. I was so afraid of that life. I did not want that life anymore. So that voice guided me. It guided me on a journey to discover and uncover things about myself that I did know and things that I didn't know. The one thing that I did know, I acknowledged that. I had to acknowledge it. The one thing that I had to acknowledge to myself, the most hurtful thing that I had to acknowledge to myself was the fact that I was not a good mother to my son. I was not a good mother to my son because the streets took my son. The streets took my son. So I had to acknowledge that I allowed that to happen. Till this day, my son is 36 years old. And he says, Mom, you were the best mother. No, I wasn't. We as mothers know that when we are not being our best, our kids say, you're the best. My son tells me, Mom, you're the best. You're the best because I gave you financially. I did all these things for you. I did not protect him from the outside world. But you know why I didn't protect him from the outside world? It's so many reasons why. There were so many reasons. I had excuses. I acknowledge my excuses. I acknowledge all of my wrongdoing. But I can tell you this, once that was the hardest thing in the world for me to acknowledge, for me to face, for me to look in the mirror and say, this is who you have been being, because that's who I had been being. I wasn't being my best. I had to realize that I had to make a change. In order for me to have the life that I wanted, and my life consists of true self-love, because what we think is love, or you going to the spa, you going on a trip, or you going to buy some new clothes, that is not loving yourself. That is not giving you true love. True love is the eternally, your insides. How do you feel internally? And I had, in that moment, when I came through my breakthrough, I realized that nobody could make me happy but me. No boyfriend. Now I became married. No husband, no child, no mother, no father, no siblings, no friend, nobody. The one person that could make me happy was me. And I had to figure out how to do that. So that deep dive, that journey that I was on, it helped me get there. I began to wake up in the mornings and feeling good about myself. I would wake up with a smile. I would wake up, and anyone know me, knowing I like dressing up. I would dress up every day, feeling good, walking out my house, feeling good. And people would ask me, you know what, I want to share this too. And for some of you on here know, I had a really good friend. And, as life happens, you go in different directions in your life. But I'll never forget this friend of mine. She would call me up and she would say, Janet, what have you done? You just seem so different. You just seem like you're happy, like you're at peace. What did you do? What did you do? And I would just talk to her and tell her about my breakdown and my breakthrough. And I realized that she would constantly call me. And I realized that she wasn't making those changes in her life. And I never shared this with anyone. My girlfriend died. My girlfriend died years later. And I know a big part of her death was a broken heart and not being fulfilled. And when I got myself together, that scared me. And for a while, I felt like I could have given her more. I should have spent more time with her. But what I realized in your life is that you've got to be willing to change. You've got to be willing to want to be different. You be yourself and not be afraid to be yourself. And what I realized too was, what stops you and keeps you from being your true self is feeling like you're not going to be accepted, like you're going to lose your friends, you're going to lose your family. Being on this journey makes you scared. being on this journey makes you feel as if people are going to leave you. But you know what? That's okay. Because you're going to meet new people on your journey. They come with you, because I have friends and we talk about how we want to make changes. My friends, I have friends where they talk about, I want to make a change in my life. 50, we're 52. And you would think you would have it together at 52. We're still making changes in our life. We're still making these changes. But let me tell you, this journey that I have been on, I realized that nothing and nobody was going to stop me from my journey. Nobody was going to stop me from my journey. And I realized that I needed to change myself. So in this moment, when I was talking to Rhonda and I had shared my story with her, I came up with the 5A formula to reclaim your life. And I want to share with you the 5 A's. The 5A formula is made up of 5 A's. The 5A formula is a chapter. It has 5 chapters in it. And the first chapter is acknowledge. As you heard Monique Hall speak when she talked about her son's death, and she talked about how she had accepted her son's death, but she hadn't acknowledged it. The first thing I realized in life is that you have to acknowledge. And acknowledge is when you recognize, when you can recognize and own and admit to the existence of the real truth of who you are. That is the beginning. That is you being aware, conscious of who you are. That is the beginning of wanting to make a change in that direction. The second A is accept. You must be ready and open to receive it. Believe it and take responsibility and consent to the real truth of who you are. You know, I say that you must be ready to be open to receive it. You got to be, that's you being honest with yourself about yourself. A lot of times, other people don't just put, the dirt goes up under the rug. You kick the dirt up under the rug. You don't want to face yourself. You lie to yourself. That's what we do. We lie to ourselves. We make ourselves believe the things that's not true because we don't want to face the truth. And then we wonder, and you know what? I understand depression. I understand anxiety. I understand stress. I understand all of it because I have lived all of it. But when I took my journey and I had my deep dive, and when I was brave enough and courage to give myself to permission to be completely honest with myself about myself, that was the true beginning of me making a change, a good change, a positive change. That was the beginning of my change for my life. Once I was open enough to be honest with myself about myself, and let me tell you, there were days that I would discover things about myself and I would look in the mirror and I would cry and I would fall to my knees again because I would say, that's who I have been being. Then I would become angry with myself to say, how dare you treat yourself that way? How dare you feel like that about yourself? That's a hard pill to swallow, but every discovery leads you to another discovery. That is the beauty of the 5A formula. The third A is arm. Your spirituality and your faith must be strong enough to allow who you truly are and where you come from to give you strength for your life. What I realized, and the reason why I came up with that with arm was because I realized that I couldn't do it alone. I couldn't do it by myself. I needed something so strong deep down inside of me that whenever I had those feelings of being deflated or feeling that depression or that anxiety or stress coming on me, I needed something inside of me to build me up to go against that feeling. So I'm not going to tell you that you're never going to have those feelings. Once you come through your journey, you'll have those feelings, but you will deal with them much better if you can be honest with yourself about yourself. Every time you have a feeling of uneasiness, in that moment, ask yourself why you're feeling that way. And say to yourself, be honest with myself. Be honest. Why am I having this feeling? Deal with it. It's really not as bad as you think it is. Nobody really knows that you're having those feelings, but you. The beauty of this journey is you can share it with whomever you want to, or you don't have to share it with anyone, as long as you know how to coach yourself and be honest with yourself. Or you can have people that you know that you can trust, that has your best interest at heart, that you can talk to, and they're not going to sugarcoat anything or make you feel good. Because if you have someone, if you have friends or family that's going to say things to just make you feel good, that is not what you need. And that means that you still are not being truthful with yourself. You're still lying to yourself. And if that's what you have, that's what you want, you're going to continue to go through those depressions. You're going to continue to have that anxiety, those anxieties and stressful days that you have. Ammunition. Rhonda, ammunition. How well do we know ammunition, Rhonda? I struggle with ammunition. Because at the time, when I was coming up with the 5 A's, ammunition, at the time, we heard so much about guns being, in the schools, but guns being in our world, in the United States, guns everywhere. And I said, you know what? When people think of ammunition, they think of guns, they think of violence. I'm going to flip the ammunition. Ammunition is believing in yourself so strong that you are filled with peace, joy, self-esteem, self-love, self-trust, confidence. And you are so free from guilt that you live the truest version of who you are. So many of us don't live the truest version of who we are. We have so many layers. We don't even know of the layers because we are not truthful with ourselves. Once you can dig deep into yourself and be completely honest with yourself about who you are being in every part of your life, who you are being to yourself, who you are being as a daughter, as a son, as a mother, as a father, as a wife, as a husband, as a sibling, a friend. You need to dig deep into yourself to figure out who are you being in these roles? How do you shift in these roles? What triggers you to shift in each role? When my husband talked about the sessions that we have, it's not when you're in a relationship, not even just in this world, just being a mother. It's not just about hearing. It's about visualizing, seeing, noticing the movements, the body language of the people that you love. What triggers them? But at the same time, you have to know your own body language and what triggers you in the inside. So when you have a moment of feeling uneasy about whatever it is that you're feeling uneasy, in that moment, notice that moment. and ask yourself that tough question. It's a tough question. I ran away from so many things that I knew about myself, and I didn't want to face them. But I promise you, once you face them, you realize it really wasn't as bad as you thought it was. And let me say, the 5th chapter is act. You can acknowledge to yourself, you can accept, you can arm, you can have ammunition, but if you don't act, is to take action, to be ready and willing to make a change for your life. Change your behavior, change your thought process, and change your bad decisions. Stop blaming other people, making excuses. They're your decisions. My journey took me to my roots of where I came from. And I talk about that in the book. Of course, we all come from somewhere. Who are we? We wasn't just created. We were created, but we were created we came from our roots. Who are they? Who are they? And don't be ashamed or embarrassed of who they are. They are part of you. They're part of your makeup. They're part of who you have been being. There are a lot of beautiful parts of you too. I didn't just beat up on myself. I had to dig deep inside myself, and I found things, I remember things from my childhood that I loved about myself. But I allowed those things to fade away because I kept entering into different parts of my life. So because I entered into different parts of my life, those beautiful things from a child, being a young girl, faded away. So that part of me faded away. I had to bring that child back. I had to bring young Janet back. And I was in a battle with myself. But I was determined that the person that the Janet that win that battle was the one that was going to have everything that she desired that was good. And I did that. My marriage got better. My relationship with my son got better. My relationship started growing. And honest, and there were relationships that actually wasn't good. They dropped off. But guess what? From doing the work, that was fine too. So I just want to say to you all, the 5A formula to reclaim your life changed my life. And it can change your life too. I created the 5A formula because I realized that it was a formula. And why I realized that it was a formula, because when you think about life, see, we were trained to think the way that we think. We were made to believe that this is a box. And if you don't fit in that box, then you're different or something is wrong with you. Well, who wants to be in the same box with everybody else, looking the same way, thinking the same way? Of course, you're going to be bursting out the box. Burst out the box. Become yourself. Find out who you are. Don't be afraid of the journey. Don't be afraid to take the journey. And when the journey gets scary, arm yourself. Find something to arm yourself that can build you up. My journey took me to the deep sea. And I was just uncovering and discovering so many things about myself. So I just want to encourage you all to buy the 5A formula to reclaim your life. And I would love to hear more about it. And it's on Amazon, as Jay has been saying the whole time. The 5A formula is on Amazon. And so, yes, please buy the 5A formula to reclaim your life. I thank you all for this moment. I thank you all for joining me. This has been totally beautiful. I am So excited for this journey. So excited for this journey. The 5A formula can reclaim your life if that's what you want to do. But I will say to you, if you're not ready, the 5A formula will not help you. You've got to be ready. You've got to be at a point to where you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of yourself. Nobody else, of yourself, of all the brick walls, all those brick walls that you keep hitting. You got to get tired of hitting those brick walls. Let me tell you right now in my life, my journey of brick walls I'm hitting, this journey has taken me to getting a coach. I've had so many coaches. I have a coach that helps me with everything so much in my life. And I realize you gotta be coachable. If you think you can do it on your own, you can't. It's like, for an example, when you go to school, you go to first grade, the first grade teacher helps you. You go to kindergarten, first grade, second grade. Each teacher can help you on each level. When you get to high school and you graduate, you go to college, if you go, whatever you do in your life, they can take you as far as they can take you. And you have to keep leveling yourself up. And that means reach out to people, find people that can help you to help you take your life to the next level. Because once you get to a certain point, you need help to go to the next level. I recognize that I need help to go to the next level. I need help to go to the next level. In my life today, my stress is technology. I toss and turn over technology because my coach gives me so much to do. I toss and turn over technology. And I can say that is beautiful. I don't toss and turn over things that happen in my in other parts of my life anymore. If I do, I've realized that it's a 2-day max. And I dig deep in myself and I say, Janet, where did you get off track? What happened in that moment? What happened to you in that moment that took you off track? And I am not afraid. To go back. I take myself back. Okay, when did you start feeling this way? I take myself back and I say, this is what happened. Why did it happen? Deal with it. And I give myself permission to be completely honest with myself about whatever it is. And I deal with it. And when I deal with it, I go to sleep at the next night and I'm fine. I am fine. So I'm not saying that you'll never have any life won't happen. Life's going to always happen. You will just have the tools, the formula to know how to deal with it in a better way. You will get through it and you will continue on your journey with self-love, self-esteem, self-trust. And you won't care as much as about what people say about you. Don't allow people to stop you from being your very best self. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. Thank each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for giving me this moment.
Thank you, Janet.
Thank you for having us. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations. And remember, your storms prepared you for this moment, Janet. Just remember that. All those storms prepared you for this moment right now.
Yeah.
So
Amen.
it's time for you,
So proud.
for the world to know who you are. Remember, it's our time and God's time. It's your time. It's time for you to shine.
Thank you.
Amen.
Congratulations.
Absolutely. Yes.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
A toast.
A toast, yes. I have
A
some
toast
wine.
to that.
A toast. So let's try to sell 100 copies tonight. At least 100 copies tonight.
At least 100 copies. Everybody go buy a book.
Oh, yes, I
bought
am.
3.
Yeah, everybody go buy a book. Oh my gosh, this was so awesome.
Yeah,
I
I
want to
did
thank
too.
all of you for being here.
Yeah, and write a review.
Yes.
And write a
Yes.
review.
Will do.
Yes. Write a
Yes.
review. Thank you all. I'm so thankful. So thankful.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
all.
Salud.
Love you so much. See you
Love
soon.
you too. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Love you,
Bye,
Jay.
y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Love
Have a
you
good
all
one.
too.
Bye.
Bye bye.